Hey, how's it going? It's Phil Morrison. I'm a social anxiety coach. I'm going to tell you a story. True story. So I used to be an academic. I was doing a PhD in cardiovascular sciences and making new drugs to reduce the risk of heart attacks. And I was at the University of Birmingham for 4 years doing this. But while I was doing it, I knew deep down that this wasn't my purpose in life. This isn't why I'm on the planet. There has to be more to life than this. And I asked myself the question, why am I here? Why am I doing this PhD? I've chosen to do it, but what's the real reason why? And I realized that it was out of fear. I didn't know what to do in life. I was lost, confused. I knew that I had to do something. So I was just following society's instructions and doing what I thought that I was supposed to do. And going a bit deeper, when I was in high school and college, I wasn't happy back then. I'm happy now. I had a lot of social anxiety, depression, couldn't connect with people. It felt alien to me. And I didn't know what I wanted to do in life. Consciously, I didn't know. But I knew that I wanted to escape the situation that I was in. That's what I did know. So I studied really, really hard. I thought, well, I don't know what the future has in store for me. Genuinely don't know. But if I work super hard, I do really well academically, then maybe I can escape the situation that I'm currently in and build a better one. I didn't want to feel like I was surrounded by bad people with low ambition. I wanted something more. So that's where I worked really, really hard. And I realized that me doing a PhD was a continuation of that. Delaying the inevitable. The point in time when I would have the courage to realize what I really wanted to do in my life and actually do it. So during the PhD, I was on my own individual journey outside of doing experiments in the lab and some computer simulations. I was on my social anxiety mastery journey. I've been on this journey for a long time, since the age of 18. Followed many different people on YouTube, got inspired by different people, read lots of self-help books, took lots of action. So I was on my own journey. And deep down, there was an impulse in me. And I knew that I secretly wanted to be a coach. I watched companies like RSD and a guy called Jonathan on YouTube. And I wanted to be like those guys, helping other people out to overcome their fears and get more confident, connect with people. So I wanted to become a coach, but at that time, I would have felt like a fraud to just step into the coaching. I thought, well, right now I'm doing the PhD, but I've got my own problems, my own challenges. I've grown a lot, but still there has to be more. I've definitely not fulfilled my potential. And that's when I decided to get mentorship. So I reached out to a guy in London called Jonathan, who I'd followed for 8 years on YouTube. reached out to this guy and asked for some mentorship, help and support with social anxiety, overcoming my own fears. And I wanted answers. I wanted to know what's possible. I'm bored of gimmicks. I'm bored of quick fixes. I want to transform as a person. I want to shake off this anxiety and just live my life. Follow my purpose. I'm bored of living off other people's agendas and scripts. I want to write my own. So I got coaching. And I started to really understand the benefit of having somebody else help and support you. Prior to then, I didn't think that I needed help and support in my journey. I thought, why would I pay for someone to coach me? They're giving me the information, I just need to apply it. So I tried to do it the free way, although I still bought plenty of online courses. I tried to do it on my own. And I did make progress. But when I was receiving mentorship, receiving coaching, the progress was so much greater. I realized it was like personal development on steroids. The information wasn't general purpose, tailored to me, my life, people in my life. Working on my relationships with key people in my life, working on my lifestyle, not leaving any stone unturned. A holistic approach to personal growth. Everything affects everything, and you carry your energy with you wherever you go. So if you don't work on your health and fitness and learn to be happy in this area, that will have an impact on all areas of life. If you don't work on your career and do something that you love, that will impact all other areas of life. Same with people skills, same with every other thing in life. And when I was receiving this mentorship, help and support, it gave me a push to be really, really accountable and beat that battle of me versus myself, me versus my own inner demons, insecurities, anxieties, and I was beating that battle. I'd feel defeated at times, but carry on going. I overcame my own self-sabotage. And suddenly, 6 months later, I'd made loads of progress. Huge progress. So I carried on another year, another 6 months of coaching, and then carried on further. And I got to a stage where I thought, I've cracked it. I've made so much progress, and for me, social anxiety isn't a problem anymore. I still have natural levels of fears around people. I've not stopped being a human, but social anxiety isn't crippling. It's not a barrier. I'm actually confident. I feel relaxed around people. I'm walking into a room and not intimidated. I can connect with anybody. I had a real confidence about me. And that's when I decided to switch career. There's no point in going further down that academic path when it's not for me. It's not fulfilling. It's not fulfilling to the soul. It's not my soul's path. It's an intellectual path, but it isn't for me. It's not fitted and suited to my natural strengths. I can get by in a field like that, but I couldn't thrive to the extent that I'm thriving now because it's just not me. Like there's different breeds of dog, there's different breeds of people. And if you're a Chihuahua and you're racing with greyhounds, it's not right for you. You have to get around other Chihuahuas. And it sounds like quite a silly example. But the point is that if you're not a natural in what you're doing, why stay doing that thing when you can find something else that you're actually a natural at? Something which plays to your strengths, where you're in your element. And coaching is that, for me personally. I love coaching. There's no better feeling in the world than being so present, giving value to somebody else, getting outside of my ego, my fears, my anxieties, my insecurities, and coaching another person. It's a great experience. When you give out so much value, you feel valued as well. So it helps me out as a person as well as the client. So at that time, I built a free coaching business to get experience, and I was having a blast doing it. I coached my first long-term client, initially for free, 6 free one-to-one sessions. He really enjoyed it and made good progress. And he agreed to work with me on a paid level every week for a year after the free coaching program. And this was an amazing experience. And you can see his testimonial on my social media. I also coached a bunch of other people, and I did free events. I put on these coffee socials in Birmingham and later down the line in Manchester as well, to bring people together who have social anxiety, get them opening up, talking about their challenges and building confidence with people. I reverse engineered the process of my own transformation, what helped me out, to help out other people. And as I got more experience doing this, I got better at it. And I realized that I'm getting really good results for clients, and it's simple. Really, really simple. I get clients to open up and talk about what's bothering them and challenging them, so they feel listened to, understood, and genuinely supported. This helps people out on its own. You've probably heard the phrase that a problem shared's a problem halved. So it stops things from consuming people and bothering them. I look for how fear is controlling the person in front of me right now. Irrational fears and irrational limiting beliefs. And I challenge those. I get the person to stop listening to that voice of fear, that inner bully, inner critic, imposter syndrome. I get them to change their relationship with this voice over time, which is life-changing. I also get people to live a positive lifestyle, inspire them to go to the gym, get fit and healthy, go to different socials. I give them comfort zone challenges to do in their everyday life, to get more confident with people, more open with key people in their life. And I also teach important social skills, like boundaries with people, dealing with narcissistic and toxic people, so many different skills. And it's so rewarding to watch clients just growing confidence over time and start to light up. No more gimmicks, no more quick fixes, no more BS. Transformation. If you don't go down the path of transformation, you're going to be facing the same fears on loop for the rest of your life. It's not about avoiding, it's about overcoming. You don't have to do it overnight, and it isn't possible to do it overnight. It is a journey, and it does take time. I don't apologize for that, because this is reality. But I know that if I can overcome social anxiety, then Why can't anybody else? I'm not better than you. I'm equal value. I'm not cut from a different cloth. So I know that other people can also overcome social anxiety, providing that they're on the right path, they're committed, they're willing to be courageous, and they're willing to be patient as well. Put in the honest hard work in. And that's the goal with my YouTube channel, as well as my events. I want to lead people down the right path, which worked for me and works for my clients. Lead you down the right path long enough to get results. Because I know that you might not believe me right now. You might be listening to this video and thinking, it sounds good, but is it possible for me? Can I overcome social anxiety? Will this actually work? I understand that you might have these doubts, and I had the same doubts as well. And that's why I want people to stick with the process for a while and be prepared to be patient before getting results. And when you're getting the results, then there's no doubt. You'll get the evidence you need to know that you're on the right path. From then on, it's just a case of keeping on going and going as far as you want to go. So it's about facing your social fears, being honest with people, really connecting, being yourself, getting proof that you're safe around people, not hiding the fact that you're a human with fear and insecurities. And a great way to do this is to come to my events. I charge £5 and I put them on every month in Birmingham. I also do one-to-one coaching, and I offer each person the first session free of charge. So you can try my coaching, you can open up with me and get out what's bothering you. And afterwards you can decide if you want to come back and do more sessions, or take what you've learned from the taster and just apply it in your own journey.